Hi guys, welcome back to the Ravenous Rebellion Tarot. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I love each and every single one of you. Okay, I'm back with a message for you guys. This is a general reading, collective reading. If the messages resonate with you, it's all good. If they don't resonate with you, maybe next time, okay? All right, so let's see what we're picking up over here. Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? What messages do you have for the collective? What do they need to know? What do they need to find out at this time, Holy Spirit? Okay, something about maybe secrets, something about your 8th house, transformation, other people's resources. There's a change coming in. You may be very mysterious to people right now. It could have something to do with the 10th house. 10th house is Capricorn, so something to do with your stability. It could also have something to do with your career, okay, your success, your responsibilities, okay. And we have the 5th house. So there's definitely changes coming in for you here when it comes to matters of the 8th house, life and death, transformation, okay? Some of you are in your north node, okay? Some of you are in your north node, and you're reflecting that, you're doing things, the actions that you're taking, they're reflecting that you are in your north node, okay? Or this is just saying that whatever you're doing in your career right now for your career is what your north node entails you to do. They're saying to use your creativity, okay? Use your creativity in order to harvest more of that energy, okay? With the 5th house is about creativity. It could also be about changes coming to your children. Maybe your children are like there's a transformation here when it comes to a child. So if I'm getting like a growth split or something, maybe they have like ascended, or they have gone through some type of transformation that's going to make them more responsible. They're going to know their power. They're going to be in alignment with their okay their so if you have a child that's very creative, they're tapping into that power, okay? It's being strengthened. For a lot of them, they didn't know how much power they had, is what I'm hearing. They didn't know how much power they had, so they're saying squandering it. They were squandering it, but now they're like coming into alignment, being aligned, and the transformation that's taking place is going to reveal to them how much power they really have and how creative they can get with it, okay? For some of you here, if you're in some type of career or some type of profession where you need to use your creativity, that's being enhanced, okay? There's major changes here. We know the 8th house is also about not only deep transformation, but also the unknown. So if you're in a field where it's calling you to be creative, it's like you're going to be discovering a lot of things that regular or normal people don't really uncover. So this is giving me like some type of investigative position or a career in investigations or something like that, okay? For some of you here, a Leo may be involved. We have Scorpio and we have Capricorn, okay? You may have all of these in your chart, or you may be dealing with one of these signs. For some of you, you're just dealing with a significant person in your career field that's very attracted to you. Okay, they're very attracted to you. They find you very appealing, sexually appealing. Okay, um, if you do decide to cross that line, it's all about fun and games. It's not going to be anything serious. Okay, it may start off like they may come off to you like they want something serious with you, but at the end of it all, with the fifth house, it's all about fun. Okay, it's all about fun. And for some of you here, I'm seeing that if you do have a hobby that um, involves arts or creativity, okay, you're gonna be turning that into something that's going to be, they're saying like a powerhouse. Okay, it's going to be a powerhouse is what I'm getting. So you may start something as a hobby and it may end up being your either your main source of income, or it's going to draw in financial prosperity. Okay, financial success. Okay, all right, so let's see. For some of you here, if there's a romantic situation here, okay, it's going to be like with someone who is older than you. Okay, someone who is older than you. Okay, and you bring fun and joy into this person's life. Okay, they appreciate you. Okay, you've caused a lot of changes. Maybe this is a situation, if this is not a romantic situation, this is a situation where you've been at a job for a very long time. Okay, with the 10th house here, you've been at a job for a long time, and being that you're so, it's like you're a liability. No, you're an asset at this point. Okay, it's like you're an asset at this point. But for some of you here, I'm feeling like you may want to change up the routine a little bit. Okay, you may want to change up the routine. Okay, you're paying attention to the details. Maybe you're getting like you're feeling kind of like ready to walk away or ready to give up on whatever it is that you're doing. But they're saying that maybe you should look at it from a different perspective. Maybe you can incorporate something that's going to cause, maybe you're dealing with a manager or a boss that's very stoic. Okay, and they're saying that you can bring more fun, okay, into the workplace, or you could make it more fun, or you could have ideas, you could present creative ideas to them where the job is not so, I'm hearing bland, but it's not so militant. Like militant is what I'm getting here, because the 10th house is about is ruled by Saturn, so it's very strict, very disciplined. Okay, so, and for some of you here, there are rules being implemented because people were just having too much fun. Maybe people were just coming to work to milk the clock, and there are changes happening here. There's changes going on because of like one person spoil it, or a group of people spoil it for everybody else in the environment. Okay, so they're thinking of different ways to bring in more creativity, more fun, but still sticking to the rules. Okay, all right. Okay, what was that all about? You know, when you're doing tarot, it's like you don't even like remember none of the stuff, none of the shit that you say, you don't remember it. So I feel like that's when you know that you're actually channeling, because you hardly remember the stuff that you're saying. So I do understand, like when people read in tarot, like different tarot readers that I look at, when they keep repeating the same things. It's like maybe they don't remember that they already said that, but it's coming up again. So I don't know. It's some type of energy like that. With Mercury retrograde, you're gonna get a lot of that. So a lot of repeated cycles. All right. This one wanted to come out. Taking a closer look with the magnifying glass. So someone may be looking for like maybe a different career. Maybe they're making a different career choice. And there's older gentleman that's in concern here because they see you as a gift. They see you as a blessing. But it looked like someone tried to like either pirate your gifts or something, because we have the ship here with the, or shipwreck your gifts, try to stall you from receiving something that's been owed to you, because we do have the ship here, which is the number 3, which could indicate a third party that tried to sabotage something here for you, because we have the 10 of swords on the bottom here with the ship. So if someone was trying to sabotage something for you, a third party, you know, this deck also has the mountains, and anytime the mountains come up, it's always like a block or something, like you're being blocked off or you're being blocked or something like that. Someone tried to sabotage you or something. But this card is telling me that if they did betray you, you're getting over that betrayal. You're taking off. It's like you're taking off, okay? You're taking off. They were trying to block some unexpected income when it came to you, but you already had the knowledge of that they were trying to steal something from you. You see the block I'm talking about? They tried to block some type of unexpected income from coming towards you, but you already had the knowledge of that they were gonna try to do that, and they were gonna try to block it for you. That's why you remain in your divine feminine energy, and now they're reaping karma, because it looked like they've been looked over when it came to their own situation. They've been looked over. This is someone who acts very childish, okay? When it comes to you as the official person, or the official person is saying that they need to be cut out because they've been the one causing a lot of drama, okay? Causing a lot of drama for you, or for your company, or for your relationship, or whatever it is that you're going through in the community. They're like a pest in the community because they're experiencing some type of poverty, so they want to drag everybody down with them. This is a karmic here, okay? This is a karmic who has like legal issues and stuff like that, maybe because of some type of financial risk, or some type of financial they said gambling. They said gambling. They took a risk and lost. I'm also getting an energy where someone has been exposed when it came to trying to stop or block you. They've been exposed, okay? With the 10th house here, with the 10th house about your profession and your career, your success, the way you lead, your power, your status. I feel like someone may have been trying to get into your energy with the 8th house here. Someone may have been trying to get into your energy, but they wanted to get into your energy undetected. But you already had like either your protection up, or with the 5th house here, you may have been you may have found a creative way to block them out, because they were trying to get into your energy, maybe to try to harvest your gifts. Maybe you're very spiritual, or you're very intuitive, and maybe they wanted to know what, you know. So say for example, okay, I'm a tarot reader here on YouTube. There may be other tarot readers, and I'm not referencing me, I'm just giving a general general information, okay? There may be another person who does the same thing as you. It could be a man, doesn't necessarily have to be, or they may show up in your dreams or in your third eye or in your visions as a man, but it could definitely be either or. But what I'm getting here is that if you do tarot, if you do spiritual work or whatever, there's someone that tries to infiltrate your energy. Maybe when you sleep, or maybe when you try to work, or when you try to do whatever it is that you do. They try to infiltrate your energy, so they try to get your downloads before you do. Okay, so for some of you, you may be noticing that on, if you're on a platform, or if you're at work, or wherever you go. It could be any situation. It could be family members, it could be anything, it could be like any situation here, but that's what I'm getting. There's someone who tries to infiltrate your downloads. If you're doing spiritual work, they try to intercept your downloads, or try to, they're saying open doors on you to know what your next move is going to be, and they try to use that. Okay, yeah, your ancestors have already notified you, and I feel like they've escorted this person out of your energy a few times. They're saying up to 5 times they've escorted this person out of your energy, but they keep trying to find creative ways. This could be a Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, a Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, yeah, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or this could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, they've tried to infiltrate your energy. No, what I'm getting is that your ancestors have escorted them out of your energy a few times, but they always try to find creative ways to get back into your energy in order to intercept your downloads. So if you've been feeling like, okay, you don't feel like working today, or you don't feel like putting out content today, or you don't feel like going in or doing your Reiki work, or whatever it is that you do, if you're a teacher, whatever, it's like this person is trying to harvest off of your gifts, and they keep getting more creative. So you need to put up boundaries, especially when you're going to sleep, because that's what I'm getting. When you're going to sleep, you need to put up boundaries, because this person may know of you, may know where you live, they may know someone that you're connected to. Okay, this could be a male, female. Okay, but they've been digging deep. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Okay, so let's see, Holy Spirit, what are the messages we have? What are the messages we have for the collective? What are the messages do we have for the collective? What are the messages do we have for the collective? If while I'm saying that to you, a significant person crosses your mind, don't ignore that, because a lot of times we tend to ignore our gut feelings and our intuition. And the 8th house is telling you that this is something that's causing some type of concern. It could be concern for you, it could be concern for your spiritual team, but they're saying that this is something that should not be ignored. Whoever it is that's infiltrating your energy, trying to steal your downloads, trying to walk in your energy, trying to present themselves or present your work as theirs, they need to be called out. Okay, I feel like this person has been called out a few times. Okay, because with the ancestors saying that they've escorted this person out of your energy, it looks like every time like somebody put them on blast or something, they tend to run and hide, and then they give it a little bit of time, but then they come back on the same bullshit. Okay, Holy Spirit, what other messages do we have here for the collective? What other messages do we have for the collective? Because even with the gift here, you see there's a face here looking in the shadows. Okay, and this is giving me this right here. I don't know what it is. It looks like a lamp, but to me it looks kind of like a flying saucer or something. So you may have some type of gift where you can connect to other realms easily, and that's what this person has been trying to maybe stagnate for you or steal from you. Okay, yeah, especially when you sleep with the Four of Swords here. Especially when you sleep. Again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming out. Okay, so you got to be mindful of this person. They may have paid an older person to try to help them harvest from you. Okay, with the world, they may have paid someone, or they may be looking for someone around the world, or they may have paid someone at a distance from them to help them take a closer look into either it's they're telling me legacy, so they're trying to take a closer look. Maybe they're trying to figure out where your power comes from, where your gift comes from. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. You're trying to figure it out, because with your roots here, your ancestors here, with the tree, it's definitely giving, and with the stairs here, it's definitely giving passed on ancestors or divine beings that you're connected to, that they're trying to get connected to. So for some of them, I'm feeling like there's something connected to your heart, so they may try to pull on your heartstrings, okay, in order for them to gain access to your world, is what I'm hearing, is what they're saying. Okay, but it's only when pigs can fly, because this is not happening. Whatever actions that you're taking, you're protected. Okay, you have a lot of protection here. You have protection in the ethers, and you also have protection at the core of the earth, is what they're saying. So you're connected as above, so below. So you have protection in the ethers, and you have protection in the earth. Okay, below the earth is what they're saying, below the ocean floor, something like that. So this person is going to have a hard time. That's why they may be suffering like from headaches and stuff like that. They don't understand why they can't connect fully to you. Maybe this person gets like parts of your downloads, but they don't get the full thing. So what they do, they come on here and they give you a half-ass information, because the way this just fell on the half here, they give you half-ass information because they can't connect with the Hermit here. Okay, the type of work that you have done on yourself, and this looks like underwater. I'm not even gonna lie, this doesn't even look like on top of water. This looks like underwater. Okay, so this person may be suffering from some type of marine spirit, attachment. They're saying Leviathan, a Leviathan spirit, okay, that's causing them to act out the way that they do, or to come after you or something like that. So you must be like a water sign, okay? You must be a water sign, and you're used to the water element. So if they're like either a fire sign or an air sign or something, and they try to indulge in your like they try to infiltrate or indulge in, or this is different. what they're telling me is that they're not the same sign as you. So if you're a water sign, it's like it's difficult for them to connect as deep as you can. Okay, as deep as you can. So you must have water in your chart, but you also have their sign as well. So you may have an air sign or something, or fire sign. You may have fire and air somewhere prominent in your chart, and you may have water maybe dominating your chart. They're saying water dominates your chart, but you do have these other elements there in specific aspects that would cause them to get lost. They're, you know what they're telling me? They're telling me like when they try to go as deep as you, they air pop, like the air. You know, like when you go too deep underwater, how like your air pops, or if you go too high up in the sky, like if you're traveling and stuff like that, your air, like your air gets filled up or something like that, that's what they're telling me. So they can't, they really, they do get part of the download, but they don't get the full thing. So they're not able to like give the exact message. Okay, they're not able to give the exact message. Okay, with the Two of Wands here, it looks like the action that they're taking right now is to try to maybe combat you, or maybe try to come against you, maybe try to turn people against you, or try to take total control over your vessel. Okay, is what I'm getting here. They're gonna try to take total control over your vessel. This could be a Libra. Okay, this could be a Libra that we're picking up on, that's on some type of pedestal. They feel like they're the emperor, but they're actually the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is someone, they don't have all their shit together, they don't have it all together, but they're gonna present themselves like they do. Okay, they're gonna come up here and talk mad shit and make people believe that, yeah, I'm all this and I'm all that, or I can do this and I can do that, but they're really the Five of Cups. Okay, now they may have been projecting that type of energy onto you, especially in the past, when you felt like, okay, you're riled up and you're ready to go, with the Ten of Pentacles, like you're ready to go, you're ready to execute whatever come your way, like you're ready to slay or whatever. They hit you with this Five of Cups energy. So this is also telling me that they've also been doing spell work on you, okay, in order for them to get their way, or in order for things to go in their favor. Maybe they try to cloud your judgment. Maybe they were doing confusion spells on you. They may have been doing water magic on you as well, because you're a water sign. They feel like the water would impact you, but what's happening is that every time they do the water spells or whatever it is that they do on you, it gives you a boost. Okay, because you have these other elements bringing balance into your life. Okay, so let's see why. Silent hatred, they hate you. Okay, hatred can be silent but deadly. Address it to prevent harm. Okay, veiled threats. So this is the energy where I was getting like every time they come for you, somebody comes for them. Okay, veiled threats. Threats can be veiled in subtlety. Stay vigilant to protect yourself. Okay, so this could be a person who usually give like fear-mongering messages. Maybe they try to make other people fear taking the next step or moving forward or having victory or having the confidence in order for them to take the next steps that they need to take. They may try to use fear mongering to have you paralyzed, to make you feel like, yeah, it's never gonna happen for you, and you've been doing this and you've been doing that, but the whole time they've been projecting. Betrayal, silent betrayal. Betrayal can occur without a word. Recognize the signs of silent treachery. Okay, very important. Silent suffering. Suffering can be silent. Offer support to those in need. So instead of offering genuine help, to those in need. They're using their words, or the actions that they're taking, they're using it. If they're in a position of authority, they're using that position to betray, okay? To be treacherous instead of being helpful, okay? Everybody has their own motives, is what I'm getting here. This then can be veiled in civility, identify, maintain healthy relationships, okay? This person couldn't maintain a healthy relationship even if it was, even if it slapped them in the face. Silent confession. So listen to what they're not saying, okay, is what I'm getting here. Read between the lines. Confessions can be silent but powerful. Listen to unspoken admissions around you. Exactly. This is exactly what I'm saying here. Betrayal unveiled. Okay? So I know I ain't tripping. You hear me? I know I ain't tripping. Okay? Anyway, the way they thought that they would go under the radar, or whatever it is that they were doing would go under the radar undetected, it's not going to happen over here, okay? And no matter how much they try to silence you, no matter how much spell work they send your way, no matter how they try to put blocks up in order for you not to receive something, in order for you not to achieve something, you keep going. Even when you don't feel like you want to keep going, you got to keep going, okay? Even if you don't do the physical work, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all the earlies that you can think of, you go ahead and you keep going, okay? Even when you feel like you can't do it physically. All right? Death. So that brings an ending to their treachery, okay? That brings an ending to their treachery, and they might not withdraw, because this is a person who would look you straight in the face and lie, okay? They would look you straight in your face and lie. They need to withdraw, because they feel like every time they lie, they win something, they have a victory over you. Or every time they come on and they give a little piece of your download, it's a victory for them, okay? But that's making them sick. This person may be physically ill. This person may have some type of illness, some type of sickness, okay? And they may have been told to withdraw from whatever it is that they're doing, but they feel they get like a rush, like an adrenaline rush every time they do this, and then they steal a piece of your energy. They get some type of adrenaline rush, but then they go right back down. The energy goes right back down, so they will steal it, but they can't maintain it, okay? They can't maintain it. This is someone who gets like victories, but it never lasts. Like it's on a schedule. Maybe they get good for like a good 2-3 days, and then after the 4th day, it's like they have to withdraw. They have to go in hiding. Maybe they have to recuperate or something, or they have to get a top up from their friend, or they have to go to a spiritualist or something to get them topped up. For some of them here, this may be their ancestors warning them, okay? This may be their ancestors warning them, letting them know that they have their own gifts that they can harvest from. Like they have their own path or their own gifts that they can harvest from. And it's only a fantasy for them to feel like they will be able to have a victory when it comes to you or your stability or something like that. It was just a fantasy, okay? The spiritual team is actually working with them, so maybe they've got hit by their own spiritual team with an illness in order for them to stop. They need this person to take a deeper look. With the Hermit here, they're asking this person to take a deeper look, because what they're doing here in order to be recognized or in order to get attention, it's really not working out for them, and there are other ways that they can get to their life path, their life goal, their north node. Okay, so this is someone who swears that they're in the north node. Okay, they swear that they're in the north node. This could be a family member, or this is their family members telling them that there's a strategy, or there's their ancestors or the spirit guides telling them that there's a strategy in order for you to be able to get to your end goal. Okay, and they don't want to hear it. They're scared to look at themselves, so they feel like it's okay to perform these rituals and stuff like that. And every time the ritual backfire on them and they get into some type of accident or something, they get really, really, really upset, really mad. Maybe they get very angry and stuff like that, but they pretend like they're not really angry. Okay, they pretend like they're not really angry, and they're really like level-headed and stuff like that, you know. So it's really giving attachment. It's an attachment. Yeah, it's really giving that they have some type of attachment. Okay, they may have done some type of ritual here. They thought that they would be able to catch what was coming in for you. Okay, catch your gifts or something like that. They have to give it up. They have to walk away with the Eight of Cups here. They have to go through this transformation. Okay, this Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, or a Queen of Wands has just gone through some type of transformation, and when it came to the moon phases or something like that, they realize that this is someone realizing that everything that they learned was a lie, or everything that they know, everything that they've known about a particular situation is a lie. And that's why they had this transformation, and they're coming out of this transformation successful. Okay, Nine of Wands. They've been I'm hearing they've been branded. So with the Nine of Wands, we know the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. Okay, so this energy is telling me that this person has shed some type of, they have shed something. Okay, they have shed some type of belief. They have shed some type of well, that's what they're being guided to do, to shed some type of belief. This is giving me the energy of someone believing in scarcity, or having to fight tooth and nail to keep something, or tooth and nail to do something, or to be on top or something like that. Okay, that's the energy that I'm getting from this right here. Okay, or the actions that this person have taken, or the actions that they're taking, it's like the spiritual team is telling them that there's a better way. There's a better way. Things can change. Things can go in their favor. But whatever negative, whatever negativity that they've been indulging in, they're gonna have to like give it up. Okay, and this looks like, doesn't this look like the Leviathan thing, the Leviathan spirit? I know it's some type of dragon. It looks like some type of dragon, but it's a water dragon or whatever. So for some of you, you may even have like some marine spirits protecting you or something like that, and this person tried to infiltrate that, or they tried to come at you using one of these spirits, and it didn't go very well. It didn't go very well. They were blocked. Yeah, bad karma. You see that? Bad karma. Now someone has to move somewhere, or they have to move out from somewhere. You're unfazed, or whatever it is that they were trying to do, whatever bad karma that they were trying to send to you, you had already elevated. Okay, you had already ascended, so it couldn't touch you. You were unfazed. Now they want to kiss your ass, or because they're haunted, memories, flashback, trauma. That's the side effects of whatever it is that they were doing to you. There's a romantic love affair here, someone that you may have been in a love connection with, or in a love situation with. Not necessarily, it could be someone who's just doing what they do just because of the money, marrying for money, a drama starter. Okay, and it could be an obsessive lover, dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessive, a karmic. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be a lover. It could be a situation where someone may have felt like the hell, they could have even felt like they were in love with you. That's why they were attacking you. But this person is a divination abuser. Okay, and you have proof. That's why you're ignoring them, and they've been stalking you because you've been moving in silence, because you know they have bad habits and they want you back, but they're a broke ass who is cloud hungry, and your light irritates their demons. Okay, so this is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I love each and every single one of you, and I'll be back with more messages for you guys.